Hyena tries to steal Leopard's kill in incredible battle. In a world where lethal precision meets overwhelming force, what truly defines a winner? But before we continue, tell us in the comments which state you're watching from today. And if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe. In the unforgiving theater of the African savannah, two masters of survival are set on a collision course. This is a world ruled by sun and shadow, where legends are born. On one side, the silent assassin, the ghost that walks, an artist of the perfect kill, draped in regal confidence. On the other, the bone-crushing enforcer, a powerhouse of relentless pressure, loping across the plains with an unnerving, indomitable will. This is the ultimate clash of styles, lethal agility versus overwhelming power. The meticulous strategist against the indomitable brawler. One has earned its prize through patience and skill, the other seeks to claim it through brute force and intimidation. When the master of shadows is cornered over its hard-won meal by a juggernaut that knows no fear, who walks away? We will break down the anatomy of these two perfect predators, analyze their strategies, and witness the brutal calculus of survival that determines the victor. Meet the leopard, nicknamed the Ghost. A member of the species Panthera pardus, it is the most adaptable of the big cats. Weighing up to 200 pounds, it's not the largest, but it might be the most perfectly engineered. Its body is pure, condensed power, a masterpiece of fluid grace and explosive muscle. Its weapons are tools of surgical precision. Retractable, razor-sharp claws for gripping, climbing, and slashing. And long, sharp canines designed not for crushing, but for a single, precise killing bite to the throat or back of the skull. This is the strike of an assassin. But its primary armor is agility. Its ability to leap, twist, and reposition with breathtaking speed means its best defense is to never get hit. This phantom of muscle and reflex is cloaked in its greatest weapon, a coat of living shadow, legendary rosettes that make it a master of stealth. And its challenger, the spotted hyena, the bruiser. Often miscast as a simple scavenger, Crocuta crocuta is one of Africa's most successful hunters. In a similar weight class at up to 190 pounds, its architecture is completely different. This is a front-loaded brawler, with a massive neck and shoulders built for crushing and carrying, an anatomy that screams endurance and overwhelming force. The hyena's arsenal is not one of finesse. It is one of utter devastation. Its teeth are not for tearing, but for obliterating, envoys of bone and enamel. This is to power its ultimate weapon, a bite force of an astonishing 1,100 psi, strong enough to pulverize giraffe bones with ease. It doesn't just bite, it annihilates. Its defense is not evasion, but raw toughness. Armor made of thick hide and dense muscle, built to absorb punishment and outlast any opponent in a brutal war of attrition. The surgeon's scalpel versus the executioner's axe. The Ghost's advantages: unparalleled agility, stealth, and pound-for-pound strength. The bruiser's advantages: overwhelming power, incredible stamina, and that devastating, bone-shattering bite. Two perfect killers, armed for two different kinds of war. The stage is set. The fighters are ready. This battleground is a world of fierce competition. For a solitary hunter like the leopard, every sunrise brings the same challenge: to kill, to eat, and to remain invisible. Life is a constant calculation of risk. It moves with liquid grace, a master of the ambush, but is perpetually alert. Even at a waterhole, it knows a moment of vulnerability can be fatal. Its life is defined by cautious precision and the restrained power it holds in reserve, a weapon only unsheathed when victory is certain. The spotted hyena's world operates on a different principle. Its domain is the exposed plains, a landscape that favors relentless pursuit over stealth. While often part of a formidable clan, a lone individual is a master opportunist, driven by hunger and an unwavering confidence born from its own immense power. It's efficient, Ground-covering trot is built for endurance, and its keen senses read the landscape for any sign of weakness, any chance for a meal. Its very posture radiates cunning and raw, primal aggression. These two worlds are destined to collide. Their territories constantly overlap, turning this shared space into a permanent battleground. As the leopard patrols its copies, it finds the distinct track of its rival. The silent contract of avoidance is broken. Miles away, the hyena stops, lifting its head to catch the musky scent of a cat on the wind. It spots the deep, fresh claw marks on an acacia, a territorial marker. The owner is close. Both are now acutely aware of the other's presence. The stage is being set for a confrontation. And here is the trigger, a freshly killed impala, a hard-won prize lying at the base of a tree. A kill this size could feed the leopard for a week. But it hasn't eaten in 3 days. Exhausted from the hunt, it is at its most vulnerable. It needs to secure this meal, and fast. But the scent of blood travels on the wind, a dinner bell for any opportunist. From the edge of the clearing, the hyena appears. Its eyes lock on the scene, a lone cat, a fresh kill. A low-risk, high-reward opportunity. The standoff begins. The kill lies between them like a contested border. The leopard crouches low, a deep, rumbling growl ripping through the air. The hyena, unintimidated, answers with a single, high-pitched, manic whoop. The sound dies. Total silence descends. The hyena takes one slow, deliberate step forward. For the leopard, life is not a brawl, it is a science. Its profession is not warrior, but hunter-assassin. Crouched impossibly low, it becomes a flat line of coiled muscle, its rosette coat making it a living shadow. Its eyes are laser-focused, pupils wide with predatory calculation. It is not angry, it is working. The final attack is a guided missile of muscle and instinct, an explosive and efficient kill honed over generations. But the leopard's true genius lies not just in the kill, but in securing it. This requires a secret weapon that defies belief, a pound-for-pound strength that is simply off the charts. It can hoist a carcass twice its own body weight up a vertical tree, using its powerful hind legs and razor-sharp claws to reach a sanctuary high above the domain of thieves. This is its ultimate advantage, the ability to take the prize completely out of reach. The hyena's world is the complete opposite. It is not a silent assassin. Its profession is born from the chaos and power of the clan. It is an opportunist enforcer. The hunt is a noisy, intimidating assault, a whirlwind of cackles and dust. The hyena's energy is hot, driven by the pack and the thrill of the chase. It is a master of the hostile takeover, using relentless pressure to overwhelm its target through attrition. But even when alone, the hyena carries the clan's confidence in its most formidable weapon, concentrated in its jaws. With a bite force of over 1,000 pounds per square inch, it can crush solid bone into splinters, accessing the rich marrow inside that is inaccessible to all others. This is the source of its legendary confidence. It wields a sledgehammer in its mouth. So we have two masters, whose minds are as different as their methods. The leopard, a master of risk assessment, weighs the meal against the catastrophic cost of injury. The hyena possesses a supreme confidence born from its physical power. It will apply pressure until its opponent breaks. It takes another slow, deliberate step forward, testing its opponent's nerve. The air crackles with imminent violence. The leopard's growl deepens, its claws unsheathing. The hyena answers with its infamous manic giggle, a sound of pure aggression. The decision is made. The hyena explodes forward, a living battering ram intent on overwhelming its opponent with brute force. But the leopard reacts with impossible speed. In a fluid, ghost-like evasion, it sidesteps the charge and lashes out, its claws raking across the hyena's thick-skinned shoulder. Fur and blood fly. But the bruiser merely stumbles, shaking its head in annoyance. The shallow gashes are ignored. The assault continues. The hyena changes tactics, circling relentlessly, applying constant pressure. The leopard is forced to abandon the kill, turning in a whirlwind of snarls, rearing up in a desperate attempt to intimidate its challenger. The hyena is unmoved. Its powerful jaws snap shut with an audible crack, a chilling reminder of the bone-shattering force held in reserve. The fight descends into a messy, close-quarters brawl. The leopard lands another painful slash across the hyena's cheek, drawing more blood. But the wound only seems to enrage the enforcer. It presses forward, willing to absorb any punishment. This is the crucial moment. The leopard's scratches are superficial, but a single, well-placed bite from the hyena would be catastrophic. For a solitary hunter, a crippling injury is a death sentence. The impala is just one meal. Its life is everything. The leopard makes its choice. With a defiant roar, it feigns one last charge, making the hyena brace for impact. It uses that split second not to attack, but to escape. In a brilliant, strategic retreat, it spins and launches itself toward the safety of the rocks, melting into the shadows. Bleeding but victorious, the hyena walks to the prize and lets out a triumphant whoop. The hyena wins the battle, claiming the hard-won prize through sheer, overwhelming pressure. But the leopard wins the war. By choosing survival, it lives to hunt another day. In the brutal economy of the wild, victory isn't about dominance. It's about endurance. The true mark of a master is not just the power to win a fight, but the wisdom to know which fights are worth fighting. The ghost remains on the board, its reign as the silent phantom of the savannah secure.